Hi everyone, in this video I am going to teach about chemical kinetics chapter. So chemical kinetics chapter is another most important chapter from physical chemistry. From this chapter you will get 8 marks. In that you will get one 1 mark question, one 2 mark question and one 5 mark question. There is no direct 5 mark question, it may be in 3 plus 2. So in 3 plus 2 the 2 mark question may be asked from problems. Okay, so there is one 1 mark question, one 2 mark question and one 5 mark question. Totally the weightage of chemical kinetics chapter is 8 marks. Now we'll see the questions which is very important from this chapter. So first most important question is derive an integrated rate equation for rate constant or velocity constant for zero order reaction and first order reaction. Integrated rate constant rate equation is important for zero order and first order reaction. Next, define zero order reaction with an example, first order reaction with an example, second order reaction with an example, pseudo order reaction with an example. Among all, this is most important. So explain pseudo order reaction with an example. Several times this question is asked for previous year exams. Now next one, units of rate of reaction. For rate of reaction, what is unit? And rate constant of zero order reaction, first order reaction, second order reaction. Next, write differences between molecularity and order. This is another most important question which is frequently asking. Okay, this may be asked for 2 marks or 3 marks, which is very important. Write any 3 differences between molecularity and order of a reaction. Next, derive expressions for half-life period of a zero order reaction, first order reaction. Half-life period of zero order reaction and first order reaction is also important. Next one, explain the effect of a catalyst on rate of reaction. Effect of catalyst on rate of reaction. So that is also important for 2 marks. Next, draw a graph of potential energy versus. Actually this is not there in your syllabus for this year. Okay, first 6 questions are very important. Among all, the differences between molecularity and rate of reaction is very important. Next, effect of catalyst on rate of reaction is also important. Integrated rate equation is also important for 3 marks. Next question, show that the half-life period of a first order reaction is independent on initial concentration of reactant. Or another way to ask the same question, what happens to the half-life period of a first order reaction if the initial concentration of a reactant is increased? It is independent, that you want to write down. Next one, draw the graph for concentration of a reactant. Here you need to draw a graph between concentration of reactant and time of reaction for zero order reaction. Give the relationship between rate constant and the slope of the curve. Answer is there in your Jeevith publications, you can find. This is another important question. So now you need to concentrate these questions for theory purpose, and there is a chance to ask a question even from the problems, either based on the half-life or based on some other factors. There is a chance to ask a question for problems either for the 2 marks or for the 3 marks. Now we will see few important numericals from this chapter. And here is your first problem. The first one is rate constant of a first order reaction is 5.5 into 10 to the power of 14 second inverse. Find the half-life of the reaction. Here the question is based on half-life of the reaction. They have given rate constant for first order reaction. Rate constant for first order reaction is 5.5 into 10 to the power of minus 14 second inverse. So based on this rate constant, you want to find out its half-life. Half-life is indicated by T half, and this is for first order reaction. For first order reaction, T half is equals to 0.693 divided by K. K is nothing but rate constant. Rate constant value they have given. This is rate constant K value. K value is 5.5 into 10 to the power of minus 14. You just substitute 0.693 divided by 5.5 into 10 to the power of minus 14 second inverse. Okay, now whenever you divide these two values, 0.693 divided by 5.5, you'll get the value as 1.26, and 10 to the power of minus 14, when it comes to numerator, it becomes 10 to the power of plus 14. It becomes 10 to the power of plus 14. Second inverse comes second. Okay, so this is half-life of first order reaction with the rate constant 5.5 into 10 to the power of minus 14. If rate constant is given, based on that we can find out about this half-life. Very important for 2 marks. Next one. The rate constant of first order reaction is 200 second inverse. This is what? First order rate constant. Based on that you want to find out its half-life. The formula is the same. What you want to find out? Half-life. Half-life is indicated by T half is equals to 0.693 divided by K. What is K here? K is nothing but rate constant. What is rate constant given? 200. 0.693 divided by 200. The value for this after division is 3.465 into 10 to the power of minus 3 second. So that is about the T half of the first order reaction with rate constant 200. So if rate constant is given, based on the rate constant easily you can find T half for either zero order reaction or first order reaction. Now we'll see the next one. Now see the next question. A plus B gives rise to product. Rate for this reaction is equals to K into A to the power of half into concentration of B to the power of 2. What is the order of reaction? So order of reaction is always equals to sum of the powers. Sum of the powers. What are powers for reactant A and reactant B? For reactant A, power is half. For reactant B, power is 2. You just add these two. That is half plus 2. Half plus 2 value is 5 by 2. 5 by 2 value is nothing but 2.5. The order of reaction is nothing but here 2.5. So what is order of reaction for a given reaction is always can be calculated by sum of powers. By adding the powers of those two reactants we will get the order of reaction. Now see here one more important question, that is a reaction is first order with respect to the reactant A. With respect to the here two reactants they have taken, A and B. With respect to A, the order of reaction is first, and second order with respect to the reactant B. That means it is in 2 number and it is only 1 mole. That's why the order of reaction with respect to A is given as first order, with respect to B is given as second order, because it is in 2 moles. Okay. Now here is the given equation. A plus B gives rise to products. First question, write the differential rate equation. Write the differential rate equation. Next, how is the rate of the reaction is affected on increasing the concentration of B by 2 times. Here they are increasing the concentration of only B by 2 times. By increasing that concentration by 2 times, what is the rate of reaction that got affected? We want to find out. Listen the question carefully, read the question twice and then answer. See, our reaction is of first order with respect to the reactant A. Here 2 reactants we have taken, first reactant and second reactants. A reactant, according to A reactant, the rate of reaction is given as only first order. That means only 1 mole of reactant A is taken. And with respect to second order reaction with respect to the reactant B, that means 2 moles of reactant B is taken. That's why the rate of reaction with respect to B is 2, that is second order reaction, and rate of reaction with respect to A is given as first order reaction. Now first thing, write the differential rate equation. First we will write differential rate equation. Differential rate equation is indicated by rate is equals to rate constant, or directly proportional you can write. If you don't write directly proportional, then you need to keep a constant K. Here K is nothing but rate constant, concentration of first reaction, that is in A, into concentration of second reactant, that is B. Now already in the question they have mentioned that the reaction is second order with respect to reactant B. That's why we want to take 2 in power of concentration of B. Here we will take only 1 because it is first order reaction with respect to A. So this is differential rate equation for the given equation. Now the second question, what they have given: how is the rate of reaction affected on increasing in the concentration of B by 2 times? So only concentration of B they are increasing. First write down the first equation. Rate equation R equals to K into concentration of A into concentration of B square. This is the first reaction or original equation related to the given information. In the second question, what they are asking, you want to find out affected rate of reaction by increasing the concentration of B by 2 times. Concentration of B must be increased by 2 times. So rate of reaction will changes. R dash equals to K into A into concentration of B is increased by 2 times. So take here 2. If it is increased by 4 times, take here 4. If it is increased by 3 times, take here 3. Now it is increased by 2 times, then 2B whole power of 2. That is second equation. To get how the affected rate of reaction is obtained, you just do the division between 2 and 1. Divide equation 2 by 1. Divide equation 2 by 1. So equation 2 is nothing but R dash. Equation 1 is nothing but R. R dash value is K concentration of A into B concentration of 2. Now here it is increased by 2 times. So 2 times, that is 2 into 2, 4. You can write here 4. 4 into K to the power of K concentration of A concentration of B whole square. Next, R value. What is R value given here? K into concentration of A concentration of B square. Now this and this get cancelled. 4 is left. R dash by R equals to 4. Or else the change in rate of reaction R dash becomes equals to 4 into R. When this R comes this side, it will multiply. So this is the rate of reaction which is affected on increasing the concentration of B by 2 times. That is 4 into R. That means here rate of reaction by increasing the concentration of B is increased by 4 times. Rate of reaction is increased by 4 times. Next we'll see one more important question. Show that the rate of first order reaction is doubled when concentration of reactant is doubled. So that means rate of reaction for first order reaction is doubled. When it get double? Whenever the concentration of reactant is also doubled. So here they didn't mention what are the reactants and what is the product for this reaction. Only the clue they have given, that is it is a first order reaction. The rate of reaction for first order reaction is becoming doubled. When it is becoming doubled? Whenever the concentration of reactant becomes doubled. So first write down rate of reaction for first order reaction. According to the given data, rate of reaction for first order reaction, small r, it is indicated by small r, that is directly proportional to concentration of reactants, or it is equals to K, it is a proportionality constant, and concentration of reactants. Now it is a first order reaction, then power must be 1, that's it. Then increased, rate of reaction is increased. The increased rate of reaction is indicated by R dash. Now this R dash becomes equals to, when it becomes doubled, whenever the concentration of reactant is doubled. So we can write K, or reactant concentration is doubling, so multiply it with 2. 2R to the power of 1. It is first equation, it is second equation. It is obtained after increasing the concentration of reactant. It is original rate of reaction before increasing the rate of concentration of reactant. So it is first equation and it is second equation. Now we want to get the answer whether the first order rate of reaction is get doubled or not by increasing the concentration of reactant. So what we want to do, it is same as above the problem. So you just divide second equation by using first equation, dividing equation 2 by equation 1. What is equation 2? That is R1 R dash value, and equation 1 is R value. What is R1 value? K into concentration of 2R power 1. So instead of writing like that, we can also write 2. 2 into 1 is just 2. Here 2 into 2 is 4. That's why we have multiplied here with 4. Whereas here 2 into 1 is just 2 into concentration, reactant constant into concentration of R1 divided by R value is K, concentration of R. Okay, K R dash, so R concentration of R to the power 1 and K R to the power 1 get cancelled. Then what is left here? R dash by R. R dash by R now equals to K. Sir, equals to 2. Only 2 is left. What we want to find out, whether the rate of reaction is doubled or not. This is change in rate of reaction. R dash now equals to, when this R comes here, it will multiply this 2 into R. Is this rate of reaction get doubled? Exactly, got doubled. When it becomes doubled, whenever the concentration of reactant is doubled, then only the rate of reaction for first order reaction get doubled. So that is our answer. Finally, we have proven that first order reaction rate of reaction get doubled whenever the concentration of reactant is doubled. Here is the next problem. The rate constant of a reaction double when the temperature changes from 300 kelvins to 310 kelvins. Calculate the activation energy of the reaction. We want to find out activation energy of the reaction. Actually, activation energy is not there in your syllabus, but there is a chance to ask a question based on the activation energy. Theoretically, activation energy is not there in your syllabus, it got deleted, but we never expect. Sometimes there is a chance to ask a question even from the problem wise. Okay, you just wanted to find out activation energy, so only I am explaining this problem. The rate constant of a reaction is double. Rate constant is getting double. When it becomes double, whenever the temperature changes from lower energy to high energy, so we need to find out activation energy. Activation energy is indicated by EA. Okay, that we want to find out. First, write down the formula for activation energy or rate of reaction. Log K2 by K1 is equals to EA divided by 2.303 into R, capital R, into T2 minus T1 divided by T1 into T2. This is the formula. So here K2 and K1 are nothing but activation, so rate constant. K2 and K1 are nothing but rate constant. EA is nothing but activation energy, which we want to find out. T2 is final temperature, T1 is initial temperature. Initial temperature is 300, final temperature is 310. You just substitute that values. Here K2 and K1 they didn't mention, but it is understood. So K1 is nothing but first order reaction because it is getting doubled. When it get doubled, whenever the rate of reaction is only first order, so then only it get doubled. So K1 value is 1, rate constant, and K2 you want to take it as 2 because it is doubled. So K2 is 2, K1 becomes 1. You just substitute the values here. Log 2 divided by 1 equals to EA divided by 2.303 into R value is a constant value or is a universal gas constant. Its value is 8.314 into T2 value is 310 minus T1 value is 300 divided by 300 into 310. Here we want to multiply. So by doing this calculation you will get what we want to find out. We want to find out EA value. Before that you want to find out log 2 by 1 value. 2 by 1 is nothing but 2. You want to find out 2 value, log 2 value. For any value, if you want to find out, for any number, if you want to find out log, first you want to have a 4-digit number. So here I will tell you how to find out log value for any number. For example, here we want to find out log 2 value. Log 2. It is only single number. With single number we cannot find out log value. You need to take at least 4 digits. Minimum of 4 digits should be present. So to make it easy, I am taking here 2.000. We can also take like this. Now it is a 4-digit number. Okay, in this 4-digit number, first take first 2 digits, that is 20. Next digit 0. This is third one, and next one is fourth one. First 2 digits becomes main, or we can consider it as main, and the third digit is known as difference for any number, and the fourth digit is known as mean difference. Like this we want to divide. So for finding of a log value, it needs minimum of 4 digits. So the first 2 digits in that value is taken as main, third digit is taken as difference, fourth digit is taken as mean difference. Now we want to see this main value and difference and mean difference value in the logarithm book. Logarithm values are given in your Jeevit publication. You just take that book. Okay, here I am taking logarithm book, or even you can also find this logarithm in Jeevit publications. Okay, I already told you the first 2 numbers are main. Main value is always given on the left corner. These numbers, whatever the numbers 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and so on are given, that is considered as main values. Next, difference from 0 to 9. Here they have given from 0 to 9. These values are considered as difference. Next, mean difference. Mean difference is given here itself. This is mean difference, and this is difference values, and these are the main values. Okay, now we want to see this main value under difference value. So we need to find out 20 under 0. 20 main value is 20, difference is 0, and 0 is the mean difference. In mean difference there is no 0. If there is a mean difference, that value must be added to the difference value. If there is no mean difference, need not to add. Okay, that also I will explain by taking one more example. If difference value is there, this value must be added to the difference value of the main value. First we will see for this one. Don't take tension. Step by step we will see. First, main value you want to take as 20. This is main value, I already told you. In main value, here is the 20. We want to see this 20 under 0. What is difference value? 0. Under 0, 20 is 3010. Okay, and you want to see how many digits are there before decimal. Before decimal, only 1 digit is there. If only 1 digit is there, 1 minus 1 you want to do. So if 4 digits are there, you want to minus 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3. If only 2 digits are there before decimal, if 2 digits are there, then 2 minus 1. For every value you want to subtract by 1 before the decimal, whatever the number is there. Number in the sense total numbers. Okay, here only 1 digit is there. So we want to subtract this 1 digit minus 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. Then take here 0. If suppose 41.00 is there. Before decimal 2 digits are there. Then 2 minus 1 if you do, you will get 1 point something. But here only one digit is there. So 1 minus 1 it becomes 0. 0 point. Now we want to check 20 under 0. 20 under 0 is 3010. You just write here 3010 directly. 3010. Need not to add this mean difference because there is no mean difference under 0. So directly 3010. Log 2 value is 0.3010. That's it. Okay, now we'll see. Here log 2 value is 0.3010 equals to EA divided by 2.303 into 8.314 into 310 minus 300 is 10 divided by 300 into 310. What we want to find out? We need to find the EA value. EA value finally after calculating all this you will get something value which becomes equals to 53560 joules. So this is activation energy. By logarithms we can find out activation energy. Now we will see one more problem which is similar to the above one. Rate constant of a reaction at 300 kelvins and 400 kelvins are given 0.034 and 0.136 second inverse respectively. Rate constant values they have given. This is first rate constant value K1 value and this is K2 value at temperature 300 kelvins and 400 kelvins. Calculated activation energy. So above formula is only used even for here. So write down the formula. Log K2 divided by K1 equals to EA divided by 2.303 into R T2 minus T1 divided by T1 into T2. First K1 value. Log K1 value is, this is the K1 value 0.03. K2 value is 0.136 equals to EA we don't know which we want to find out, right as it is 2.303. R value it is a constant value 8.314 into T2 value. T2 value is 400 minus T1 value is 300 divided by 300 into 400. Like this we can find. Now log 0.136 we want to find out. Here 4 digits are there, need not to worry. You just write down this. Here I am writing. First we want to find out log 0.136 value. Okay, first we want to divide these two values. 0.034 0.136 divided by 0.034 value is log 4 will become, it becomes 4 equals to EA divided by 2.303 into 8.314 into 400 minus 300 is 100 divided by 300 into 400. So this is the one which we want to find out. First find out log 4 value. Log 4 will not be there because it is only single digit, so make it as 4 digits. Log 4 value you want to find out. You need at least 4 digits. So write it as 4.000. Okay. Before decimal only one digit is there. So 1 minus 1 you want to do. If you subtract 1 minus 1 you will get 0 point something. Okay, answer will be. First 2 digits are taken 40 as main value. Next third digit is difference. And fourth digit is considered as mean difference. Okay, now this is main value, this is different, and there is mean difference. No mean difference, need not to add. First, what we want to do, we want to see 40 value under 0, 40 value under 0. So here these are the mean values. So under mean value, sorry, this is point this side. Okay, these are mean values and this is difference value and it is mean difference. Under mean difference there is no 0, you can neglect that. Now first the main value, the main value, under main value you want to take 40. 40 under which one we want to see 0 difference. This is difference value 0 to 9 under 0. Under 0, now this 40 value is 6021. 6021. This is the value 6021. After 0 point you just write 6021. 6021. So this is log 4 value. Log 4 is equals to 0.6021. Log 4 is 0.6021. 0.6021. Now you have got this value and is equals to EA divided by 2.303 into 8.314 into 100 divided by 300 into 400. By doing all this you will get finally EA value. Okay, do the calculation and find out the answer in joules. So this is how you can find out about the activation energy also. And here is the next question. You can see for the reaction A plus B gives rise to products. The rate becomes doubled when concentration of only A is increased. Rate becomes doubled when only concentration of A is increased by how many times? 2 times. The rate is increased by 4 times when the concentration of B alone is doubled. B concentration when doubled, the rate becomes increased by 4 times. A is increased by 2 times, the rate of reaction becomes doubled. So that we have to prove. Okay, here the reaction is given A plus B gives rise to products. The rate when becomes doubled whenever the concentration of A is increased by 2 times. The rate becomes 4 times extra whenever B concentration is increased by 4 times. That we want to prove. First write down rate of reaction for the given reaction. R is equals to K into concentration of reactant A and concentration of reactant B. Their number of moles we don't know. Consider X moles of A is involved in reaction and Y moles of B is involved in reaction. So this is original equation. Now the first statement, rate becomes doubled. When rate becomes doubled, in the sense R becomes 2R. When it becomes doubled, whenever the concentration of A is increased by 2 times, then K into concentration of 2A. A becomes 2A because it is increased by 2 times to the power of X, B concentration to the power of Y. That is second one. To get answer, you want to divide equation 2 by equation 1. Equation 2 by equation 1. In equation 2, what we have taken? 2R. In equation 1, R. Then equation 2 R value is K 2 into X. It becomes 2X. You just write 2X into K A power of X into B power of Y divided by R value. K concentration of A to the power of X, B concentration to the power of Y. So this and this get cancelled. Then R also got cancelled. 2 power 1 becomes equals to 2 power X. Here not 2X, it is 2 power X. 2 power 1 becomes equals to 2 power X. Then X becomes equals to 1. That means X value is just 1. Next one, that is concentration. Number of moles of X is nothing but number of moles of A is nothing but 1. Now the second one, rate becomes 4 times increased whenever the concentration of B alone is doubled. When B concentration is doubled, rate becomes 4 times extra. First, rate of original rate of reaction R equals to K A to the power of X B to the power of Y. This is first equation. Now next one, now R becomes how many times extra? This is first equation which already we have written. Now R becomes 4 times extra, so in place of R you just write 4R. When it becomes 4 times extra or 4 times increased, whenever concentration of B alone is doubled, that's why here 2B to the power of Y. Consider it as 3 because already we have taken this as 2, so consider it as 3. Now divide equation 3 by equation 1. What is equation 3? 4R. Equation 1 is R. 4R value is Ka 2 to the power of Y. 2 into Y is becoming 2 to the power of Y. You just write like this, into Ka to the power of X and 2, not 2, already 2 we have taken, directly you can take here B to the power of Y divided by R value. R value you have to write here, K concentration of A to the power of X into concentration of B to the power of Y. K, this and this will get cancelled. R get cancelled. 4 to the power of 1 becomes equals to 2 to the power of Y. Okay, then we can also write it as 4 to the power of 1, or 4 is also written as 2 square. 2 square equals to 2 to the power of Y. When these two are common, then you can write 2 equals to Y or Y equals to 2. Y value is 2. Y is nothing but number of moles of B, that is in 2 number. So that is our answer. So R, now original rate of reaction R equals to K into concentration of A to the power of 1 because X is 1. In X place you can write 1, and concentration of B to the power of Y. Y in place of Y you can write 2. So this is one. Order of reaction we want to find out. Order of reaction is nothing but sum of the powers. What are powers here? Power for A is 1, power for B is 2. So you just add these two. 1 plus 2 becomes equals to 3. When order of reaction, so 1 plus 2 is 3. Order of reaction here is nothing but 3. That is our answer. Here is the next problem. Half-life period of a first order reaction is 30 minutes. Half-life period of first order reaction is 30 minutes. Calculate time required to complete 80% of the reaction. Okay, time T half we want to find out. To find out T half, first you want to know what is K value. K value find out, then you can find out T half value. First write down K value. K for first order reaction is equals to 0.693 divided by T half. Okay, 0.693 T half value is given half-life, that is 30 minutes. By finding these two, you will get the answer 0.0231 meter inverse for K. What is K? K is nothing but rate constant for first order reaction. You know this K value. Now find out T half value. Formula for first order reaction, K equals to 2.303 divided by T into log R naught divided by concentration of R. So R naught is initial concentration, R is final concentration. Initial concentration and final concentration. Now we want to find out T. Take this T this side. T becomes equals to 2.303 divided by K into log R concentration naught divided by R. Okay, now 2.303 divided by K value we know 0.0231 into log value log initial concentration will be 100% for reactants. Whenever it participates in reaction, its concentration is reduced by 80. Then the remaining concentration is nothing but 20. 100 minus 80 is 20. The final concentration of reactant is 20. 100 divided by 20 is 5 divided by 1. Log 5 value you want to find out. I already told you how to find out this log values. Now we need to find out log 5 value. Till here I think you have understood. See, this is initial R naught is nothing but initial concentration. Initially the concentration of reactant before participates in the reaction must be 100%. Once it is participated, it completed 80%, then the remaining concentration of reactant is 100 minus 80 is nothing but 20. That is the final concentration of reactants. That's why I have taken here 20. 100 divided by 20 value is 5. Now we want to find out log 5 value. Log 5, it is a single digit, we cannot find, so make it as 4 digits. Log 5. Okay, 5.000. Before decimal only one digit is there. 1 minus 1 it becomes 0 point something. In this first two digits are considered as main. Next one is difference. And the fourth one is also 0, which is considered as mean difference. Now we want to see 50 under 0 in logarithm book. Take logarithm book. 50. For 50, this is main values and these are difference values. These are main difference. Under difference 0, 50 value we want to say 50, under 0 is 6990. 6990. You just write after point 6990. That's it. That is log 5 value. Log 5 is 0.6990. You just write here equals to 2.303 divided by 0.0231. In place of log 5 you write 0. Log 5 value is 0.6990. Then by calculating all this you will get answer 69.68 minutes. Here we are finding of t value, the time required. The time required is 69.68 minutes for first order reaction. Okay, in the same manner you have to find out the solution for this one. This is also similar like previous problem. A first order reaction takes 30 minutes. T value they have given 30 minutes for 60% of reaction to be completed. That means initial concentration of reactant is 100, final concentration 100 minus 60 is 40. In place of R you have to take 40, in place of R naught 100, then you will get the answer. And K value even here will be the same, because here they have given T half 30, even here it is 30. Then need not to find out this K value, you can take K value as it is here. R naught value is 100, R value is 100 minus 60 is 40. You just substitute that and find out the answer. This is homework for you. Okay, try to find. So this is about the chemical kinetics chapter. So here I have discussed a few important questions and numericals based on the half-life time, activation energy and order of reaction. So try to practice as many as possible other problems also, and concentrate on this chapter, even it is important for the final exam. Thank you.